Gavin, just first of all, tell us what Neopost is showing here at Post Expo.
Well, we have some of our traditional equipment that we're known for, franking machines and document inserters, but we're also showcasing some of the newer parts of Neopost business, which are more postal in nature, so sorting equipment for postal organisations, parcels and logistics applications, and our new acquisition, which is dealing in hybrid and electronic mail services.
A number of key things there. You said you're talking about electronic mail. That's an interesting area for Neopost to move into.
Yeah, we recently acquired a very respected organisation called GMC. It's a Swift company working in output management, and they've been established in this market for a long time. And it's a logical progression for Neopost to move away from traditional hardware associated with physical mail to make sure that we can give our customers a choice of how they want to send communications in the future. So we hope that with GMC we're going to be able to offer customers whether they want to send it electronically, whether they want a hybrid type product, or whether they want to still continue to send physical mail. So that's the objective behind that.
On the physical side, have you noticed changes in what people are looking for, what customers are demanding?
Well, yes, I mean the needs are different. If you look at the big postal organisations, they've already invested extensively in huge letter sorting and flat sorting equipment. So the sort of equipment that we're showcasing here is really for that last 10%, the kind of dirty mail, if you like, that's still lurking in the corners of sorting centres. So we are focusing very much on things like business reply mail, return to sender mail, mail that has a problem, if you like, being dealt with in the automated process. But that's an interesting business for us because while we're tackling that, these sorts of machines are also useful for mailers, because as the market is deregulating in Europe, customers are actually taking their mail and saying, well, this type of mail is best suited to this particular provider, this to another one. So sortation is changing. You know, it's no longer perhaps the big, huge investments that Post have made in the past, because that story is not exactly over, but it's very much, most of them have gone through that. Whereas now it's a much more niche applications to try and tackle those particular needs of smaller needs.
As you say, an industry that is changing fundamentally, particularly across Europe because of deregulation, but also changes in terms of delivery and looking at different ways that the customer gets a parcel at the end of the day, not necessarily at their front door.
Absolutely, and I think if you look around Post Expo today, I mean, I talked about the niche automation solutions. That's one theme that's very clear across very many of the people who are exhibiting here. And the other one is parcel lockers. And I think the reason for that is people are starting to realise there's huge potential, clearly, in the parcel stream, e-commerce, B2C flows. But one of the difficult problems is getting that parcel to the recipient. And for many of the organisations, the cost of non-delivery, either send back to the return to sender or having to re-deliver again, is enormous. So we're also interested in that area. We announced a couple of months ago a global partnership with Neopost, who are exhibiting here, who are a parcel locker specialist, and there are a number of other companies in that space. And we think that that's a logical area to move into as well, because it requires a lot of data to understand what information is required where, to send data and information to customers so that they can choose lockers as one of several options for how they receive their parcels.
What you say about Post Expo and looking at trends and what's happening in the industry, I guess that underlines why it's important for Neopost to be here.
Yeah, no, Post Expo has always been a very, very important exhibition for us. You know, it's tough times in the industry, everybody's having to adapt, but we have consistently increased and extended our presence at this event. We find it's excellent for a number of reasons. We do business here. We do generate sales leads working with organisations who specifically come to visit us. We have tailored visits. We have visits that we know about in advance where we schedule a tour. And of course it's a fantastic networking opportunity, not just with potential clients, but with all the other vendors, because I think what's an increasingly common theme now is that a lot of these companies such as ours are having to go into partnership, because it's through partnership that reinvention becomes perhaps a little bit easier to achieve.